I'm motherfucking FBS. We got beef, you best be stressed. I've exposed all these clowns up and down from east to west. Mob tube is my house and you're nothing but a guest. All you bitches can't stop watching me, you're all fucking obsessed. So get up off my dick and stop talking shit, or hop into the chat and grab the motherfucking link. Yeah, I'm the only motherfucker on MobTube who isn't miserable and lonely or a phony from SlobTube. It's a community full of misfits and there's unity among dipshits. I'm always under scrutiny and I'm about to go ballistic, cause I'm losing my mind, constantly dealing with this sick shit. Everywhere you look, there's another fucking nitwit, acting like he's big shit, talking about he's in the mob, he should get his wig split. Fake gangsters, straight wanksters, I'd like to thank yous, cause of your never-ending bullshit. I'm laughing all the way to the bank, cause I'm motherfucking FBS. We got beef, you best be stressed. I've exposed all these clowns up and down from east to west. MobTube is my house and you're nothing but a guest. All you bitches can't stop watching me, you're all fucking obsessed. So get up off my dick and stop talking shit, or hop into the chat and grab the motherfucking link. There's scumbags of all types in this disgusting fucking place, whining about all their gripes while probably smoking on that bass. These fucking punks stay talking shit every single day and night, then get all fucking offended when I decide to stay and fight. They're a bunch of pussy cowards who will attack your family first before you even speak their name, cause they're the motherfucking worst. They seem to think this shit's a game till they get verbally pistol whipped. They only have themselves to blame, but they'll still give you a guilt trip. Ain't it a motherfucking shame? You should have just kept your mouth shut, but you talk shit and got flamed. Now I virtually burned your house up. Welcome to motherfucking MobTube. This is what this platform became. Yes, I'm motherfucking FBS. We got beef, you best be stressed. I've exposed all these clowns up and down from east to west. MobTube is my house and you're nothing but a guest. All you bitches can't stop watching me, you're all fucking obsessed. So get up off my dick and stop talking shit, or hop into the chat and grab the motherfucking link. Yizzo, and I'm out. Fucking punks. I ain't the one. Salute!
Yizzo, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Here I am. I said I would think about doing morning shows, and really there was nothing to think about. It was just a matter of if I get up early enough. You know what I'm saying? So I got up at 9:30. I decided to do this show, and here we are. We're gonna have fun because I also got a lot of clips to play. My fucking if I look funny today, and I look funny every day, but if I look funnier than usual today, it's because my fucking back, my neck or something. I don't know what I did in my sleep, but I'm having issues right back here. It's like I can't really turn my head right, and I feel like I need to keep my head down. It hurts to put it up like that, so just bear with me. Hopefully it'll go away as I'm doing the show. Hopefully, we'll see. It's getting old, man. I'll tell you what, it sucks. Miss Can't Be Wrong, BB from VA, Sally. Hey now. I guess it is. I guess. Sally gifted one Fat Bald-Sicilian membership. Thank you, Sally. Thank you very much. War. Matty G. Okay, all right. That's what's up. Drive safely, my friend. Don't let all the laughing, cause you to have an accident, because this is going to be a funny show. Michael Hensley, we love you more. Good to see you. Gerard, how the fuck are you? BB from VA, did I already? Yeah, I already shouted you out. All right, that's it for now. We only got 39 people. Madon. That's what happens. Nobody knows I'm coming on, and I only scheduled it 35 minutes in advance or some shit like that. But it's all right. Yeah, if it keeps up, Sally, I might try something like that. But generally, I don't know, goes away at some point in the day. Of course, this is worse than usual, but we'll see. Where's Sugar Tits? We're going to be talking about him in just a second. So somebody sent me like a 4 or 5 minute clip last night that I didn't listen to until this morning. And this is the one where he talks about getting the $1,150. So I finally got an answer on that because some people said it was 1,100, some people said 1,300. Yesterday they were saying 13 or 1,150. So I'm going to play that because, like, I also got another 4 or 5 clips sent to me this morning, and I'll go through them and see what I think is funny and worth playing. I won't just play every clip unless I'm doing it like if I'm live and people are sending me the clips and I don't get to listen to them first. But these are all something we could talk about. You know, each clip is something funny because he's so delusional and he's such a fucking crybaby bitch. It's just hilarious. So we're gonna have fun with these. And if any of you feel like donating this morning, I'd appreciate it greatly. We'll see how that goes. Shug's neck is sore in Thailand. That's from blowing people. I'm sure that can happen with all the head movement, you know? I'm here. I'll be in the trees, not the bushes. People pee pee and poop in the bushes. Nasty buzzards. Good point. Trees are much safer, more clean and sanitary, I would think. Miss Campion was like, "Fuck those bushes." Tony Pizza probably pees in those bushes. Guarantee it. And Weon probably pees in those bushes. All right, guys, let's get started. Let me get to the first clip. Make sure this is at the beginning. Okay.
With these scumbags, I gotta fix it now.
Wait a minute.
Because I wasn't making enough to survive in that spot.
Excuse the buzzing. That buzzing is quite annoying, but
with the generators, the gas, you know, everything was a fucking pull teeth situation.
A pull teeth situation. Anybody ever hear that expression used before? Because I never did. I've heard it's like pulling teeth, but I never heard of a tooth pull situation or whatever the fuck he just said. A pull tooth situation. At least Pizza isn't wearing that damn Batman shirt. Not at the moment. Mia Lupari. Hello, FBS in chat. The other day when I came in here, you were the only person who knew what my name meant besides Mikey Scar's play on words. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Well, glad to have you here. Lisa Farrow. Let me okay, yeah, that's good. Pull teeth situation. Yeah. He's already bitching. I mean, this whole clip is just him bitching. And he's talking about, his donors abandoning him again, which is hilarious because there is no just having a tough time with Tony Pizza. Like there is no, well, work is slow or my hours got cut or I lost my job or something like that. Nobody can say shit to him about why they can't donate. He does not give a fuck. He doesn't care. You know how many people have hit me up and said, listen, I'm sorry? Like people who always donated and they're like, I'm sorry, I can't donate anymore. You could ask any one of them what my response was. My response is always, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do for you? Can I help you out a little bit since you always supported me? Tony Pizza's like, you lost your job. I don't give a fuck if your kids starve. I want my money.
Now, by the grace of God, some anonymous donor gave me $1,100 last week.
Mike Slick, what up?
$1,150 last week.
$1,150 last week.
If he would have not given me that money, where do you fucking people think I would be right now?
In an RV? I don't know. Does anybody believe that an anonymous donor gave him $1,150? Because at one point in one of these clips I'm going to play, he calls the guy an angel. Okay, he calls the guy and he said, if that angel wouldn't have given me $1,150, I don't know who he is, but that angel. So an anonymous person, Tony Pizza don't know who he is, just gives him $1,150. I'll tell you why I call bullshit on that. Tony Pizza is not somebody who gets a lot of anonymous donations. You know what I mean? Like people, the people that follow him and donate to him, they're all scumbags. They don't give a fuck. And they all use fake names and shit anyway. You know what I mean? They're not Who uses their real fucking name in Tony Pizza's chat? You know, they can't, because it could ruin their lives just being in there with all the shit he says. Very few people. And the people who have, it wasn't their real names they were using. So, well, anytime he says an anonymous donor, there's good reason to believe he's full of shit, that he didn't get any donation, or he sent himself the money and then he showed you the Cash App. You know, I don't know. Just my personal opinion, because with him, you don't hear that a lot. It's always Frankie the Fish Star, this one or that one. But, and it's a large sum of money, $11.50. Did Frankie the Fister ever even give him $11.50? I don't think so. I never heard of him giving that big of a donation, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't believe it. Yeah, Mike Slick, $11.50. And if so, God Almighty, whoever you are, you should not be allowed to handle money. $1,150 fucking dollars. You know what you could do with that? Why not give it to St. Jude's or something? You know what I mean? Give it to anybody other than Tony Pizza. Give it to a charity. Give it to a different homeless person on the street. Give it to a fucking family member. Don't you have kids or parents or something? Jesus fuck. Frankie the Fister gave Pizza his virginity. And you can't put a price on that, can you, Mike? Pizza said the day before he only got $40 in donations in like 3 days. Yeah, he can't keep his story straight. Once Pizza said it was a woman donor, then it's a male donor. Oh, really? He did that? He changed it? The angel was his shoebox full of cash from 3.5 years of grifting. He obviously didn't find $8K on the ground. Exactly. All right, let's hear more, because I was enjoying listening to this before the show, because I knew I'd have a lot to talk about.
It was for him.
It wasn't for him.
That one person.
That one person.
Because the rest of yous seem to be on vacation for the last fucking 6 months.
They have, well, okay. I don't want to say they have lives, but they are people. I'm pretty sure they're people. What if they just can't afford it? Jesus Christ. Even when I am having a really, really tough time, that's why I always say I need to find some more donors, because the regular donors can't always donate. So the goal should always be to find new donors on top of the old ones or whatever, or to replace the old ones, because, I mean, what does he mean? It's just unbelievable, his way of thinking. The entitlement is amazing. The rest of you must be on vacation or something. I highly doubt they're on vacation, but maybe they're just not donating at the moment for their own reasons. Pizza said a couple of weeks ago that I sent him $50. I went in the chat and called him a liar. He said he meant Beck. The fuck? Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that, but he's nuts. He's full of shit, though. So here, let's get on with it.
The rest of you all feel like, I'm just gonna go in there and write my fucking hello to everybody and rock the pizza.
In other words, what he's saying is, don't come into this chat and just say hello to everybody and then leave. Drop off some money in an envelope. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. He doesn't realize either that some of them, and I'm not even sure of this myself, but I would think eventually some of them would have gotten to the point, or maybe they have already gotten to the point where they just realize he's scamming them all the time. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why it's slowing down. Maybe after the 19th time of telling people you're coming to York, PA, and raising money for it, maybe they've finally seen enough and they've had it. You know, they're not bright. It takes them a while to catch on, but eventually even they have to figure it out, you know? You believe this fucking pizza? What's $5 going to do for him here and there? The sense of entitlement is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. The guy, if he was making $30-40 a day, he should be happy. Honestly, $30-40 a day. What the fuck does he need? That's the funny thing. In another clip, he says something about he's the only one on here who really needs it. the money, which, you know, I'm gonna go into that like crazy. I'm going balls deep into that stupid ass claim.
I don't need rah-rah team pizza. I need people that are knowing that
Yeah, hey now.
I'm still trying to get my fucking shit together. Because I keep getting setbacks and setbacks and setbacks.
4 years, guys, 4 years. I'm still trying to get my shit together. Maybe in another 4 years, I'll be halfway there. What does he mean? He's still trying to get his shit together. How fucking long does it take? Christ almighty. It'll be 4 fucking years for him in what, July or August? It'll be 4 years. He's still trying to get his shit together, but it's setback after setback after setback. Yeah, poor you. Getting cars handed to you and an RV probably given to you and a place to park it and probably free electricity and every fucking thing else and $250,000 in free cash over the last 4 years. Yeah, it's just one setback after another. I feel terrible for you. People like, forget about the 1,150. We don't know if that's real, but people like Frankie the Fister throws thousands of dollars at him at a time. Joe Candela, who threw thousands of dollars at him at a time, and all the other fucking insane donors, Trump Nation and everybody else, and even the donors that send, you know, small increments of money constantly. I mean, yeah, just one setback after another. What a poor. That's like if I said that. You know how disingenuous that would be? No, everything's great. Things have gotten progressively better. Don't get me wrong. My money's gone down a lot, but it hasn't stopped me from progressing. You know what I mean? Like, if I said something like that, you should call bullshit on it. And I'm a guy who has fucking responsibilities. My money has to go places. It has to go to the mortgage. It has to go to car payments and car insurance and utilities and fucking cell phone bills and groceries and gas and fucking stuff for my stepson and my mom and my fucking wife and everything. And Tony Pizza, it's like, it's all, you got to understand, man, how little it should take him to survive. Okay. So let's just say, conservatively speaking, because I'm telling you, he made $250,000. I'll put my fucking life on it. In the last damn near 4 years, he has. Let's just say he's made 100,000. Which is, there's no way. You're talking about 25 grand a year. Yeah, right. He makes that in probably 4 or 5 months. Not even, what am I talking about? 3 months. Okay. So, let's just say 100 G's. 100 G's for a guy who has nothing, no bills except for a cell phone bill and car insurance. And maybe, you know, for the little bit of time that he actually had a car, maybe 2 out of the 4 years, if that. Gas and stuff. I mean, that's it. We know the generator story is bullshit. So, I mean, he has a fuck ton of money. There's no doubt about it. But I forgot what I was going to say. Let's move on.
By these scumbags. But some of you people want to go and fucking entertain. I don't know who my friends are anymore on here. I really don't. It's fucking disgusting that the only guy here that really needs the money.
There you go. The only guy here. First of all, let me just go back a second. I love the fact that he berates his people and that they stick around. I love it because it proves everything I've always said about them. But there you go. The only guy who really needs the money. This is, you know, I know I just kind of went over this, but again, you know, with the amount of money he's made, if he doesn't have a fortune stash, there's something fucking wrong. And what does he need the money for? There's a guy who he has no responsibilities. He's always lived as a homeless person, meaning without a home. He's always lived on the street, sleeping on the sidewalk or something, or when he was really lucky, bouncing from hotel to motel to motel, not even hotel. You know? And the best he's ever done was a piece of shit apartment filled with black mold or a fucking RV that looks like something from a fucking horror movie. Looks like a mob hit took place in that fucking RV. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It makes me sad. It makes me really sad just looking at it. So what is he talking about? He really needs the money. Needs it for what? What do you need it for? We're all still trying to figure this out. You're a guy who should be able to live on any type of food: buttered bread, SpaghettiOs, Chef Boyardee, hot dogs, bologna sandwiches, cup of noodles, fucking tuna and crackers, any fucking thing. And you buy no clothes, you have no bills, you have no kids, you have no wife, you have no responsibilities whatsoever. What do you mean you're the only guy who really needs the money? I don't need the money. Other people on here don't need the money. What are you talking about? We got real shit to handle in life. It's amazing, though, that he's not just saying this to convince his people. He believes this. He believes he's the only guy, poor bastard, needs the money, or who knows what could happen. He could wind up back where he's always been, on the street, where he's very comfortable anyway. I mean, James Horoff, $20 for Friday Kickup, big dog. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure other people are going to start donating any second because it's Friday. People probably got paid overnight and shit. You know, I could feel it in my bulge.
Yeah, because there's so many channels out there making up lies. Oh, he's sitting on 50,000. Oh, he don't need the money. Oh, he gets a check. Oh,
all of those things are true. He's sitting on 50,000. He doesn't need the money. He gets a check.
Listen, if you're afraid to come into my chat, come in, tell me to take your fucking wrench and move the fuck on.
Jane Creek, oh, fuck him. He was going to pay $60 for a meal, but is now complaining about starving. Oh, and he probably spends $60 on a meal every fucking day. He's done it a million times. Yeah, now he's complaining about starving. Exactly. Well, that's called not knowing how to manage your money. Too bad. Too fucking bad. That $60 should last you 4 or 5 fucking days of food, minimum. Minimum!
That really needs the money.
I went back because I want to listen.
Yeah, because there's so many channels out there making up lies. Oh, he's sitting on 50,000. Oh, he don't need the money. Oh, he gets a check. Oh, you listen. If you're afraid to come into my chat, come in, tell me to take your fucking wrench and move the fuck on.
What he really means, if you're afraid to donate, come in, take your wrench and move the fuck on. That's what he's really saying. Okay, because that's his way. What he just told him is, listen, if you don't donate, bye. That's what he's saying. See ya.
I'm a big man.
I'm a big man. Doxing your donors is not a good business decision. Pizza just folded up, you're done. Yeah, exactly.
Grown man. I don't need fake friends. You don't gotta like me to fucking donate. I'm a human being. I'm a fellow human being who needs fucking support from people who believe in not going into welfare.
Yeah, who would want to be on welfare? I mean, nobody wants a handout. Think about what he's saying. Wait till you hear how good it gets. He talks about real Trump supporters. He doesn't want welfare. He just wants all your money for nothing. Even when he's on vacation, he wants your money. He wants it for nothing. He's not giving you anything. He just wants your money. But how dare you fucking ever accuse him of wanting to be on welfare? He's literally, his whole life is welfare. It's been welfare since he was a fucking kid, and he's on disability. We're pretty goddamn sure. But even if he isn't, what do you call it when you come on and just stare at the screen and don't even say anything to entertain people and then demand money out of them? Or you go on vacation for 3 fucking weeks right after you flashed $4,000 or $5,000 in cash. Okay, and then come back and say your money's gone and scream at people for not donating while you were gone. What do you mean? Ugh.
People who believe in not selling my soul for a fucking fake mental disability check.
If he doesn't get one, he would get one in a heartbeat if he could. We all know that the only reason he's not on welfare, if he's not on welfare, is because he probably got in trouble. He probably did something wrong, a long, long time ago. and he lost the privilege, I guess, if you want to call it, of ever, receiving welfare. Okay. He probably was selling his food stamps or who knows what the fuck he was up to. So if he could get it, he would be. And he might be. Who knows? He said that regular guy can't afford to send him money, but did it anyways. So he basically wants people to go without for his sake. Go fuck yourself, pizza, you jerk off. Yeah, absolutely. He's fine with that. Mio Lupare, at least 250K in 4 years. It's over for him, though. Fool had a good thing going. When you're a scumbag, people catch on. Never gave him a dime. I don't blame you. You shouldn't have. But you're right. Well, I don't know. I don't know that his people are catching on, but I'm assuming maybe if things are this bad. But you never know how bad things are for him. You got to realize he's a pathological liar. So he could be raking in the dough all fucking day when he's not even on YouTube. And then he comes on YouTube and just lies and says, I only got $40 in the last few days. He might have made, fucking 800 that day, and he just didn't shout out the donations. You never know. He's full of shit. I told you, the thing about him is that there's never enough money. Never. Like with me, again, I have a really good day. And then the next show or two, I'll tell you guys, hey, if you want to donate, cool. If you can't, it's okay because I had a really good night or a really good day. The day before or a few days before, whatever it may have been. Because I'm not trying to make a fucking $1 million on here. I just want to be able to make a living. Tony Pizza, it doesn't matter how much he has. That's what's amazing is the greed. The fucking greed in this man. It's like he doesn't care how much you just gave him. That the second he receives it, it's forgotten about. He don't care if he got 3 G's in one day. He needs more immediately. Because he feels entitled. He feels like all this money's his. You got to understand. So how dare you slow down on giving it to him? It doesn't matter how much he has. Look, it's just like when he says he has the rent money, but he won't pay the rent with it. You got to do that. That's what he tells them. He's done it a million fucking times. Or I have the money to stay in the hotel, but I'm not spending it on the hotel. Me and Leon will sleep in the rain. That's what he says. So he's pissed off that it's even taking him any little bit of effort to get your money. He's pissed off. It makes him angry. So how dare you slow down? Because you should just be giving it all to him as soon as you get it. I've never seen a sense of entitlement like this in my fucking life. And he talks about welfare. I couldn't imagine more of a welfare mentality. He was bitching, saying that $20 was barely enough for a meal at McDonald's. Go to Walmart, then jerk off. First of all, really? Bitch, I got 2 Egg McMuffins and hash browns the other day. It was like $9. Blow me. Okay? but of course, Chain Creek is right. Then don't eat at McDonald's. Go buy something at the store. Guys, what can you get? Let's just say, hot dogs or, some cold cuts for and some bread. Some canned food. What does a can of SpaghettiOs cost? Probably a fucking $1 or some shit, if that. Baked beans, whatever the fuck it is, you can, because it doesn't matter what you want when you're in Tony Pizza's position. It matters what you can get. You eat whatever the fuck you can eat. You're homeless, bro. Whatever you can get your hands on. I'm sure Tony Pizza is eating out of trash cans, dumpsters. I guarantee it. There's no homeless person who hasn't. Not anybody who's been homeless for any, substantial amount of time. So you buy whatever the fuck you can. You could probably get a pack of fucking hot dogs for $2, $3, and a thing of buns for $2 or $3 and whatever. And that's it. Boom. Got 8 hot dogs. You could buy tons of canned food. You could buy whatever you need. All you need is food to survive. You don't need tasty food. You don't need nutritious food. You don't need delicious food. You just need food. You don't need a seafood dinner with or without the flies. I'm really beginning to doubt anything Pizza says about being homeless. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? If he ever really was homeless, if I found out tomorrow that for the last, 7-8 months, Tony Pizza's been living with his mother, and he just has that RV park somewhere that every now and then he goes to do a live stream just so it looks like he's struggling, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. If we found out this whole time he always had a place to go to, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. And it is funny that he spent, well, I guess he's homeless. Florida's probably a good place to be homeless, at least in the winter. I don't know about the summer, but who knows? His ego is his worst enemy. No smart person would berate their donors even when times are lean. No. Pizza said every time he goes to McDonald's, it's an easy $20. What are you getting at McDonald's, bro? It's fucking McDonald's. I don't give a fuck if they still got a dollar menu or not. You can eat pretty goddamn cheap at McDonald's. I know the last time I got me, Shanna, and my stepson McDonald's, I think for the three of us, it was like $22. I'm not kidding. So what the fuck are you buying there? He's such a great man by not going on welfare and cutting out the middleman. Yeah. He's going straight to the people. Let's see. I don't want your money before taxes. I want your money after taxes. If you've been paying half-ass attention and can do basic math, common sense will tell you he has money saved and he acts too good for welfare. That's what we call begging. Yeah. Or what's he called begging? Yeah. Let me read that again. I fucked it all up. If you've been paying half-ass attention and can do basic math, common sense will tell you he has money saved and he acts too good for welfare. What's he called begging? Yeah, come on. Oh, God. What the fuck is wrong with me, guys? Now I got a pain in my fucking ribs down here. Don't need to what? Is it supposed to be poke? What is that for? Is that something he said? Pizza has no issue begging. LOL. He would gladly take a check. Of course. He's on welfare, government assistance, anything he can get, I'm sure. When Pizza's really desperate, he goes to saying, I'm hungry. I can't think when I'm hungry. What a fuck. Yeah, like he can think when he's full. He already admitted that he lost his food stamps for getting it from different states, the Gambino enforcer tells on himself. Oh, okay. So there you go. Which is why he's pissed off at everybody on welfare. You remember he used to go on rants. He kind of sort of is now about people on welfare. He only does that when he's jealous of something, when he's mad about something other people have that he can't get. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. I didn't even know he said that. Why does have a stack of cards wrapped in a rubber band? Why does who? Him? I don't know. Does he? What? Pizza does have a stack of cards. The fuck? Yeah, there you go. Brooklyn Jim. Jar of peanut butter, jar of jelly, 1 loaf of bread, 7 cans of Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs, box of instant oatmeal, food for a week, about $30. There you go. Brooklyn Jim act like he's talking like he just went shopping and got all those items. Maybe he did. I don't know. But hey, at least you eat cheap, Brooklyn Jim. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Everybody's had to do it. Everybody, especially people who have had a family. There's times when you just got to say, okay, one of the reasons I started cooking so much, like when I was younger, instead of eating all types of frozen foods and shit like that, is because you could cook much cheaper. If you just buy, ingredients and shit and, whatever you need to cook X amount of meals every fucking day, it's actually cheaper than buying all that frozen shit and everything else. Or at least it could be, depending on what you're making. And especially when it comes to having a family and shit, you got to cook. You don't want to be feeding people frozen food and shit. But if you cook and you don't go out to eat and you don't do all that crazy shit, it's fairly inexpensive, even today. Yep. $40 breakfast for him and Leon. That's insane, bro. He would do something else with the hot dogs. You ain't kidding. Can't believe anything he says. Nope. wouldn't shock me one bit if he wasn't living with his mother. If he was living with his mother, I wouldn't doubt it. Leon has to get $20 worth of food. It's nuts. It's amazing how fast I feel, or how fast I feel better when I smoke moon rocks. Where did that come from? This can't be wrong. Oh, this can't be wrong. As high as a kite. Charlie Jones, I love you, bro. All right, Charlie, love you too, I guess. I don't know you, but he goes on a binge the first of every month and disappears on the taxpayer's dime. No doubt. All right, let me get back to the video. You know me, I had to go through the comments. I'm OCD as a motherfucker. And guys, come on, man. It's Friday. You want to donate? What's going on with you motherfuckers over here? I only got $20 from James Horoff so far. Cash, Venmo, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chat, Super Sticker. Super chats and super stickers are suffering like a motherfucker in case anybody wants to donate. Of course, I always prefer cash, but just pointing that out because my Google AdSense usually at this time of the month would be at about 900. Well, actually, not lately. It used to be like that. It'd probably be 600, maybe 700 at this time of the month. Right now, I think it's at about $200, if that. I'm afraid to even look. So. Last time I looked, it was so bad. Please donate if you can. For this wonderful entertainment I'm bringing you so early in the morning. Is this what I was? Wait a minute. What was I? Okay.
That's simple. People that would respect real Trump people
Jamie P.
would
You
respect that this guy wants to work. He doesn't want to go on welfare.
There you go. I got to pause at every sentence. Every sentence is stupid. Real Trump people would respect, he says, that this guy wants to work. He doesn't want to go on welfare. What do you mean? Does he expect people to believe that? Lester Jean, then kindly get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I don't care. If you don't like it, leave. Stop bitching. I hate when people come in here and whine at their fucking complaints. If you don't like it, leave. Charlie Jones, Australian, $10. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Australia. You see any kangaroos lately? That's awesome. I will. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Lester. Somebody block the living shit out of Lester just so he doesn't come in here whining anymore. Fucking baby. Dick rider. All right, so real Trump supporters, he says, would respect that a man wants to work and doesn't want to go on welfare. You don't want to work, Tom. What are we doing now? Is he being serious when he says this? Didn't he just say? He just said the other day. I played a clip not even a week ago where he said, "There is no getting a job. I'm not getting a job." That's what he said. He said it, and that's the 500th time he said that. He's given us the whole spiel about how he would rather. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. He would rather panhandle than work. He said it a million times. I mean, the bullshit story, it's all over. Nobody's going to believe anymore. This is not like years ago when people didn't know for sure. Maybe you were trying to help yourself. People know now. People know now. You know what I mean? That he won't work. He's not going to get a job no matter what. So I don't understand how he still says like this. It says stuff like this and expects to be taken seriously. I don't get it. FBS, sorry, I was too tired to walk the streets last night. So I will have to give you an IOU. Damn, BB from VA. All right, no problem. I don't want you walking the streets. Unemployment agency talking shit anonymously like a motherfucker. I bet you I'd slap you around, bitch, whoever you are. Of course, you won't tell us who you are because you're a coward who's quite obviously terrified of me, punk motherfucker. All right. Let's see.
But obviously, every time he gets a job, these scumbags find out and ruin it.
When was the last time Tony Pizza got a job? He didn't even say every time he tries to get a job. He says every time he gets a job. When was the last time he even tried to get a job? Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Have we ever seen him work? Was there ever an actual job? Like, that we know of? Because all I ever remember is him saying he was getting one and then it fell through, or he got one, but like the one day he said he got a job at a pizza place. He was supposed to be there at 5, but he had to call Tom LaVecchia, so he didn't go in. But there was times where he said he got jobs at pizza joints and shit. But remember the one time he said he punched an 18-year-old girl in the face or something? Because that's cool to say, douchebag. Like, did we ever know of him actually working a single day in the last 4 years? I don't know what that buzzing is. I think it's part of the screen recording. It might be background noise. I don't know. This jerk-off called members of the military who use the college tuition that is included with their service deadbeats. Just let that sink in, I think you meant. He lives in a fantasy world. Yeah, he does. Not one day, right, that we've seen him actually work. Am I correct? He can't cook, that's for sure. I'm sure he can't. Can't do anything.
There's people like that Skell, Thomas B. Gay Lochner, who's obsessed with me. And all he wants to do is spend.
All right, here's another thing, okay? Skell. Tony Pizza's always using this word. You know the only people I've ever heard use the word skell in my entire life other than Tony Pizza? Cops. Cops use the word skell, especially New York cops. Okay? They use the word skell. His friend Christopher George, I remember the one day they met up together, Christopher George was calling people skells. Now, when cops say it, it could mean different things. It could mean a drug addict. It could mean a criminal, I guess. You know, they'll use it that way. But let me tell you the definition of a skell. Does anybody know the exact definition? Let me tell you. What is the definition of a skell?
Here's the definition of skull.
No, that's skull, fucko. Let's get to skell. In New York, it says in parentheses, a tramp or a homeless person. Okay? Wikipedia, skell refers to a person who is homeless, vagrant, or derelict. It is often used to connote such a person who is habitually engaged in small-time criminal activity, especially by one working as a con artist or panhandler. Okay, go ahead, laugh. I'll sit back while you guys fill the chat with laughing emojis, because the only person that calls people skells outside of the fucking police, or at least here on MobTube, is Tony Pizza. I want you to think about the irony in that. And I don't give a fuck what definition you look up. Keep looking. Skell, Collins Dictionary, a homeless person who lives on the street, sleeps in doorways or subways, etc. Derelict, a slovenly person. That's all Tony Pizza, all of those things. Dictionary.com, a person who lives on the street, sleeps in doorways or subways, derelict, a slovenly person. Same definition as the Collins Dictionary. I mean, every definition you look up. Wordreference.com, skell, slang, homeless person who lives on the street, sleeps in doorways or subways, etc. Derelict, slovenly person. Think about this asshole. He uses words that only describe him. Name another motherfucker on MobTube who has a history of being homeless. Name somebody. Name anybody. There's not a single fucking person I know of. Hold on, I'll get to the laughs in a second. Kamara gifted 5 Fat Bald-Sicilian memberships. Thank you, Kamara. And from what I can see, thank you very, very much. From what I can see, they went to Primo 5K. At least that's not the real Primo. Joey Frakes Green Marinara. Is that one name or are those two separate? Green and Marinara? Primo 5K, Joey Frakes Green Marinara. I mean Guini. Marie. Wait a minute. Okay, let me go in here because I sure. Oh, what? Hold on, it's getting me wrong. Let me see. Mini 560, Primo 5K, Joey Frakes, Guini, and Marie. Okay, all right. That makes more sense. In the marinara, you meant Marie. Oh shit. Thank you, Kamara. Thank you very, very much. That's awesome. All right, now let me look at the pizza is a tramp. Yes. Homeless person. There you go, Ducks. Yep. Pizza is what a skell is. Exactly. Pizza calling anyone a skell is funny. It's hilarious. He's so stupid. Fucking hysterical. Yeah. PB from V. More projection from the enforcer. Yeah, more projection. Absolutely. Pizza, aka Skell. Jamie P. Skelge. Isn't that short for scallywag or something? Some shit like that. Pizza equals Skell. That's his name now. Skell. We should call him that from now on. Skell. Pizza typically, or Skells typically have sugar tits. Do they? Well, apparently. No, it's okay. It's all right, Miss Gabriel. I was just confused. I had to check. He needs a double D, bro. That definition is exactly pizza. Yeah, exactly pizza. That's him. No question. That's why he's so stupid. Like, he'll pick a word that he heard on TV. You know what I mean? Like on some cop show, like Blue Bloods or something, or something that, some of his old cop friends, like Christopher George, used to say. And he'll call people that, not even realizing that fits him more than anybody else he's talking about. There's nobody else on here that you could really consider that a skell, like going by its definition. Unless you're talking about petty criminals and shit, whatever. But the actual definition of it, there's nobody. Nobody. Well, okay, Lefty. There's Lefty. But even he usually has a roof over his head. It's just somebody else's something. Stacks, maybe. But still, for the most part, only Tony Pizza. No, he doesn't. JBP, he doesn't. Oh, God, I'm fucking mighty. Let's get back to this. I'm having so much fun with this shit.
Every minute of his day, watching my videos, twisting my words, trying to make me out to be a liar.
Who's this?
And all he wants to do is spend every minute of his day.
I think he's talking about Joey Dimes.
Watching my videos, twisting my words, trying to make me out to be a liar. Right? With my name and my dog's name on his cash app.
By the way, $ Banjo Pizza if you want to donate to Joey Dimes. Yeah. With my name and my dog's name on his cash app. That's $ Banjo Pizza.
I mean, real people that I used to have saw through that. And they helped as much as they could. You guys, I gotta.
It is. You're right. You're right. Hey, now.
Fucking, you got me begging. You got me begging.
I know. We're literally using his own words from his mouth. It's not even like we're repeating them verbatim. You're hearing him say the shit.
That's fucked up. It's like you're working with these motherfuckers against me. I don't give a fuck what excuse any of you's got. I haven't had a phone for 3 weeks. My staff's fucked up at the job. Okay.
In other words, no matter your excuse, fuck you, pay me. That's what he's saying. Oh, you lost your job? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, there's a problem with your staff at work? Fuck you, pay me. Oh, you haven't had a cell phone for 3 weeks? Fuck you, pay me. Oh my God. He's lost his fucking mind, Mike. Lost his goddamn mind.
I understand.
Oh, there you go. That's the end of that one. It's a good thing we have several more. I used to be a very ditzy guy, but once I started getting fellatio from other lady boys, I started focusing on the beauty in life. So much I would dream about the constellations made by the brow stars. What the fuck are you talking about, Papa Chachi? Brown stars. How dare you bring that foul language into my chat? It really is the ramblings of a madman. He is fucking insane. He's insane. And that's why I like doing this shit, because I think a lot of people listen to him and like, you get distracted, you're thinking about other things, or you're not paying attention to every word, and you don't realize how stupid what he's saying is. That's what I'm here for, to point out how stupid everything he says actually is. That 4-minute clip just took 51 minutes. That's how much content I got out of that. See, it's very, very beneficial to me when he says stupid shit. This is why, guys, keep sending me clips. Keep sending me clips. And donate. What are you guys doing? It's Friday, guys. You bunch of skells. You're not going to fucking donate to me? Donate pizza? Listen, I got bills to pay, cocksuckers. All right, let me get to the other things. Here we go.
And I don't think there's anybody on here that's been as transparent as I have with my life.
Really? You don't think so? Gee. Wow. So everybody's just delusional and lying about every fucking minute of their life, their lives. He doesn't think anybody's been as transparent as him about his life and honest. Every single thing he's ever said about his life is a lie. Some of it, like even his mother made clear is all bullshit. Every single thing he's ever said, every story he's ever told, at least 90% of the people he says he's met, the things he says he's done, the things he said he owned, everything. He even lied about Bad Vegan before Bad Vegan came out. And he had to know that when it came out, everybody would see that he was lying. In the beginning of this shit, he was saying that Bad Vegan is going to tell his story. It's going to show everybody he was really in the mob. That's exactly what he said. Unbelievable. FBS, he's studying you so hard. Everything you say, he says, just like the other delusional one. I guess so, because the fact of the matter is I'm the only one that's ever really been completely transparent about my life.
And the honesty, showing receipts for everything I do.
Yeah, you're right, Sally. Yeah. He studies me and says everything I say. Receipts. We have asked him for actual receipts, okay? Like when Leon ate a rusty nail or staple out of the carpet or whatever it was, and he had to go to the vet and spend all kinds of money. I asked him to provide a receipt. Even for that, he couldn't do it. There's a million different things he said he spent money on that I've challenged him to show receipts on. He's never showed any receipts. But okay, the other type of receipts. In other words, just proving that whatever he's saying is true. Not necessarily a purchase or something, but some claim he's making. I have yet to see one. Not one person has come on and confirmed anything he's ever said about his life. He's never shown proof of any of the stuff he said about his life. He's never, I don't even know what he could do, but he's never done it. Like, go somewhere where these people are that you say you knew. I'm not talking about necessarily mob guy. Anybody. Call one of these actors you said you know. Look what happens, even with the mob guys. When Sammy obviously didn't know him, Ori Spado was so puzzled when he called him. He didn't know who the fuck he was. And Ori Spado just said it again. I played it recently. Kaz asked him in an Instagram Live if he knows Tony Pizza. And Ori Spado was like, I don't know the guy. Well, I'm sorry, I'm doing Pizza's voice. He said, I don't know the guy. The guy says he knows me. Now he's talking bad about me. Ori Spado don't know who he is. Nobody, everything he said, not only has it not been confirmed to be true, it's been proven to be bullshit. Everything. Guys, I'm gonna keep pushing you about this donating thing. What are we doing here?
You know, I don't see any of these other fucking scams with the heart congested failure.
The heart congested failure. Yeah, total scam. You're right.
You know, mama dying and
Yeah,
cancer babies. And, you know,
God almighty. I swear to God, if there's a hell, there has to be a special place, a really, really hot special place just for Tony Pizza. I swear to God.
guy that beat up his grandmother naked.
Another
Just
story.
planning him over.
Another story he pulled straight out of his ass.
Gee, pretending he's black. You know, I don't know. A lot of
Yeah.
talk out there.
Yeah. Hey now, yeah, the fucking car accident. The car accident, he said he broke his leg or some shit. He broke his eye socket or his cheekbone or some shit. His eye socket, I think. He was all fucked up, he said. Within 3 days, he was back on camera and he just had a scratch above his eye. Tony Ducks, $10. Thank you very much, brother. Let me see. Did I? Oh, okay. No. I'll look at it after the show. Oh, that's this asshole? You want me to play it? I'll play it if you want. Let's see.
And you know, like when I started this channel,
Yeah.
I had people
He knows Trump and Elon.
that were on the same page as me.
Yes, Miss
They were on the same
Canzio.
page as me, and they didn't fucking think about it. They just did it. They gave me the money I needed.
They didn't think about it. They just did it. That's what led Mark Schumacher to eating peanut butter and celery for a fucking week because he didn't think about it. He just sent you his money. Guess people have smartened up a little bit.
Because I'm really homeless. I'm really trying to get my life back. And in the course of this 3.5 years, my life's been sidetracked and sidetracked and sidetracked
Hey now.
because of these scumbag skells that can't leave me alone. These fucking cowards.
There's that word again. Poor Pizza. My life's been sidetracked and sidetracked and sidetracked. Meanwhile, nobody's gotten in Tony Pizza's way except for Tony Pizza. There has yet to be one confirmed case of anybody actually fucking with his life. Not one single case of it. Show me one time that somebody's cost Tony Pizza money, really cost him money, or stopped him from getting a job or an apartment or car, an RV or anything else. If anything, it's just been person after person just helping him survive while he puts forth no effort to do it on his own. None.
You know what I mean? And they're slandering, their lies, and their spin on things. None of them know me from a can of beans. They don't know nobody in my life. Their stories are all fucking phony. Their own stories are phony. Never mind what they say about me. I sit there and think to myself, what if I would have just...
Hold on a second. I'm going to rewind. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Jamie P. I understand. But I think there's some people in here who could probably donate a little something. $10, $20. The phantom eye socket fracture. Yeah. Pizza then said that DJ Vlad asking Franzese if he knew him. And Franzese saying no, validated him. LOL. Does he understand English? No, he doesn't. Tavato eating skells. He has a team of lawyers. I got Noriega. He has a team of lawyers. He knows Giuliani and Noriega. I said he knows. What did I say? He has a team of Noriegas. What the fuck? Papa Saccio says I won't do shows anymore if nobody donates. Is that you saying that, or is that Pizza saying that? No, no one owes him anything. Yeah, absolutely. Pizza can't get out of his own way. Yeah. Hey, now, very true. He came on to tell us a story, but he's not going to talk about the mop. Meanwhile, he talk about the mop. What does that mean? I don't know. All right, let me get. I'm going back a little bit. Chris Capello, $30 for bad week on 6th Avenue. Not a lot of people looking for hand jobs this week, Chris. Thank you for the 30, brother. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Oh, my God. All right, where are we at here? Let me get back to this. Oh, that's not it. All right.
Spin on thing. None of them know me from a can of beans. They don't know nobody in my life.
Nobody knows you.
Their stories are all fucking phony. Their own stories are phony. Never mind what they say about me. I sit there and think to myself.
Yeah, ducks. Yep.
What if I would have just reinvented myself like Potato Head over there in Pennsylvania and started acting like, tell some fucking delusional stories about burning houses down, getting strapped up, selling cocaine.
He thinks I reinvented myself. Every single word of it is true. Every single word of it. And there's people that can confirm all of it. It's so funny because anybody who's like really from the streets wouldn't think anything of those stories. They would just think, oh yeah, well, I mean, where he lived, there's no fucking way that he couldn't have been doing shit like that. He had to have been, especially with the people he was around. But these people, they've never done anything. So that shit, like, and I never said I burned a house down. Cars. They hear torch a car and they're like, oh my God, there's no way you can torch a car. Okay. Whatever you say. I'm the one that tells the delusional stories. Yeah, Tony, you're right. You got me.
You know, I mean, because you can't fact check those stories, but people believe them and they give them money.
No, but what you can fact check and what has already been proven is that I'm from a city that's basically a fucking small war zone. I hung around a whole lot of very, very bad, very dangerous people. And I have a record for selling, cocaine and shit like that. So it's not really that far of a stretch. You know what I mean, Tony Pizza? Plus you've heard friends of mine come on here and say things about me that, whether you want to believe them or not, is pretty much exactly what I've always been telling you about myself. So there you go.
I mean, you can fact check that I'm homeless. You can see me on Netflix sitting on a corner.
The one thing we can fact check. The one thing we can fact check is that he's homeless. Nothing else. Oh my God. Must be the weather. Yeah, Chris. The people don't want to come out in the rain for a hand job. Yes, he is. That goddamn black mold. Oh my God. Let me drop the link for Miss Campion. Oh, I got you. All right. You can confirm that I'm homeless. I thought I rewound, but I guess not.
They film me live homeless. Well, I ain't lying. I ain't scamming. I get these channels all attacking me because I made a couple of dollars to survive.
Yeah, that's why they're attacking you. It has nothing to do with the comments about the military, 9/11, school children, fucking black people, Muslim people, Mexican people, gay people, trans people. Couldn't be anything like that. Couldn't be you attacking families relentlessly nonstop for no reason other than the fact that it makes you money. Couldn't be anything like that. Hey, Miss Campion.
Hey, I just wanted to come up real quick and tell you that Camara and JGB think Gerard is Daniel Lorette. I promise you guys, and FBS can tell you too, That is not Daniel Lorette. Daniel Lorette would not be allowed in here. He has talked so much shit about so many people.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah. They're, Kamara got all upset, and I think JGB did too. I just want to reassure you, and I hope that's enough. We both know Gerard is not Daniel. Trust me. He talks shit about FBS every day. So
I would never allow Daniel Lorette in here. I did
No.
by accident when I unblocked him, and then once I remembered that he talks shit about
Yep.
my friends and stuff, I blocked him. So
Yep.
he's not in here, guys. I promise.
Yep. He was got rid of quick. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to keep something from really going down. I wanted to reassure them,
All right, thank you for that.
All right, I'm going to jump down now.
All right. Exactly, bro. Unless you grew up in it, you don't get it. No, it's really not that big of a deal. It's like when I said in the beginning of this thing that I did a home invasion. And by the way, it's called a home invasion. Like that sounds like I'm not like Gene Borello running up at people's cribs and tying people up, old ladies up and whatever the fuck he was doing, I don't know, and stealing jewelry and shit like that. It's a drug deal. The only reason I think you call it a home invasion instead of like a burglary or a robbery is because there's people home when you do it. You run up in the fucking crib and you take their shit. He was a drug dealer. We took his drugs and his money. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, there's no way. MRE was like, there's no way. He would never. It's not. He doesn't have that in him to do something like that. Really? I don't? Okay. Because that was mild. That was no big deal. I swear to God. But people have never done anything, so they can't fathom, or as Tony Peets would say, phantom, that somebody else on here who doesn't have some history with the mob or something could have done some shit like that. Plus, I'm decent looking and well spoken, and I'm not saying good luck. I mean, like I take care of myself and I'm well spoken and shit. So these assholes, they don't understand that people can be criminals and actually have a fucking brain in their head. Reinvented himself. Says that guy who had his name legally changed when he was in his 40s. More projection from the enforcer. Good point. Yeah. BB from VA. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. Papa Saccio. Skells. 40 attack, 5 speed, 6 defensive blowjobs, 20 attack, 30 speed, 30. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. We can also confirm that he's stupid and smells bad. That doesn't make him ex-mafia and CIA. No, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Of course. That's really all it is. Otherwise, it's a burglary. Troy, Yizzo gang, hope everyone is doing well. Same to you. All right, here we go.
These dehumanizing parasites that have a problem with me because I came out honest and said, yeah, I'm homeless and I got a story to tell. But because I'm homeless, my story's bullshit, right? And then you find out Daddy Dick Dents, Potato Head, Pennsylvania, was homeless his whole life with his crackhead mother.
I was? Where does my address history come from?
Living in crack hotels until he went to rehab and ran into a retard.
Wow, he is amazing. He just makes shit. He just pulls shit out of his ass. Do you realize that's never been, of all the things that have been said about me before, nobody has ever said that I was homeless my whole life. This is brand new bullshit.
And fooled the retard to take him and his mama into the house.
You mean by our word, do you mean the woman who makes $110,000 a year as a well-respected nurse? The one who, is a homeowner and a mother and a wife and does extremely well for herself and is practically covered in diamonds and every fucking thing else and, has a great life. Is that what you mean? Compared to you, especially, by the way, bro, like if you were going to call somebody an R word, like you calling somebody an R word, if you were going to compare yourself with that person and say, well, which one is the R word? Yeah, you're right. It's definitely Shanna. She's all fucked up. You're right on the ball. You got your shit all together. You know what I mean? You're somebody to be admired.
So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oxymoron. Yeah.
Chris Giacoya,
You can't be both.
Mr. Cumsock, the Don.
I'm not getting into the guns.
He'd be homeless if his grandfather didn't let him.
Shut up. Who knows who would be what? We know that you're homeless. That's what we know.
And you know, like when I started this channel, I had people that were on the same page as me. They were on the same page as me, and they didn't fucking think about it. They just did it. They gave me the money I needed.
Oh, I heard that. Guys, I got to be off in about 15 minutes. Come on, let's donate. Super chat, super stickers, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, buy memberships for people. Do whatever you'd like. Let's get some donations going. Don't make me do 3 shows today. I'm really not planning on doing that. That would suck.
The con artists and the fake content creators, the people that don't have any mob ties or any mob knowledge or never been in the street, never been a gangster, never been a street person.
He literally just described himself to a T. Every word he said right there, he described himself. It's a perfect description of himself. He said that Joey Dimes sold fentanyl, which he called Pokemon cards, completely made up. What? What? Yeah, oh yeah, I know.
All TV, crack baby, Wikipedia babies, right? They all got together behind the scenes and said, "Yeah, let's all kind of come together and attack one guy because he's too fucking real."
Yeah, a bunch of people who absolutely fucking despise each other said, "Let's get together and attack Tony Pizza when any of us can just do it on our own with no problem and smoking." Yeah, let's all put aside the fact that we fucking hate each other and we all wish a death on each other, and let's form an alliance so we can go after a guy who's easily beatable by any one of us on our own.
Let's get him out of here. It didn't work. I'm still here. By the grace of God and the people who give me money, I'm still here.
By the grace of God.
But this entire week, I didn't make $200. This whole entire week.
He just got $1,150 according to him. He probably didn't, but according to him, he did. So how can you say I just got $1,150 and then say this?
Today I made $100. I got $92 in the kitty right now.
I guess, Ducks.
I spent $10 tonight.
You got $92 in the kitty right now.
Yesterday I made 40. So it's Wednesday and Thursday. Monday I took off. And Monday night I got 50.
Let me see what this clip.
So 50, 40. All right. I almost made 200. I almost made 200 this week. Entire week.
That should be good for you, bro.
How much is 80 a day?
How does he need $80 a day? How many people live on $80 a day? Is he for real?
How much is 80 a day? At the end of the week.
Well, it's $2,400 a month, fuckface. So what the fuck do you need $2,400 a month for? Do you know how many people live on less than that? He needs $2,400 a month?
400. 8 times 5 is 40. So that's 400 in 5 days. So in 7 days it would be 560. If I made 80 a day, 7 days a week, 2 or 3 shows a day.
Does he do 2, 3 shows a day?
Yet I can find my donors hanging out in chats that bash me. I shouldn't be mad at that. I should guys that were never known until they came into Team Pizza, and then decided they're gonna branch out. And
all right, I think that's bullshit. Let's see. Let me see what else we got. I might have gone over most of it already.
the con artists and the fake content creators, the people that don't have any mob ties or any mob knowledge.
Went over that. Oh, here we go.
What can I tell you?
Can I tell you?
Just think for a second where the fuck I'd be if that guy, whoever that angel was, that gave me $11.50 when I needed $4.50 for a tow, and it was crickets.
Crickets.
Not even a quarter came in, and bang! I opened up my fucking phone. It's 500. I said, I was like, what?
500.
I said to my friend, I said, Fred, what does that say? He said, no fucking way. I said, I can't believe it. We went over to the credit card machine, and I swiped the card, and then he called the tow and made them bring the truck to his shop.
I don't know what he's talking about there. You guys didn't fill me in on that.
And then the next day.
But why did he just say 500? Did he fuck up? Anthony Cipollone, because he gets away with everything. That angel was Social Security or SSI. Yeah. What did he not just fuck up though and say he had 500 when he looked at his phone? Listen.
I said, Fred.
Listen.
And bang. I opened up my fucking phone. It's 500. I said, I was like, what? I said to my friend,
I thought he got 1150. Did he just fuck up, or is it just me? Am I? You tell me.
Fred, what does that say?
Oh, he got 500, 500, 150? Oh, okay.
I said, I can't call the tow and made them bring the truck.
He's making these funny hand gestures. He's trying to act real Italian right now.
And then the next day, another 5. Wow. I need 300 for my window. But take the money now. My window got fixed today.
That's another thing. This is a guy who says that he can't eat, that he's starving, but he's fixing a window on a car. Is that correct? It's a car he's talking about, right? Not his RV. He has 2 cars, correct? And they both run. But he's starving, yet he chooses to pay $300 for a window. Let me tell you what people need to survive. They need water, oxygen, and food. They don't need a car to survive. They don't. And Tony Pizza definitely doesn't need a car to survive because Tony Pizza has nowhere to go. Where's he got to be? Work? No. Does he got to make a lot of trips to the bank? No. Does he have a lot of family to visit? No. Does he have to drive his kids around? What's he need a fucking a car for anyway? But he spent $300 on fixing a window. Yeah, I know. 10 vials of crack at 50 a day. Yes, to go get to the spot. Coffee with 15 sugars and a pack of smokes, $80 a day. $80 a day, coughing up the Vado eaters. Yeah. Oh my God. Tony Pizza, you're not a real bum until you donate plasma twice a week. You're just cosplaying being a bum. You're not really about that life. Come to Allentown, PA. I'll show you how bums really live. Yeah, no, he's got AIDS though. He couldn't We're pretty sure he has AIDS, so he can't donate plasma.
But I paid that money that day. So I know my window will get fixed.
Jesus Christ, the priorities.
They want to make up a story about a homeless person dying in here or some shit. And it smells and this, that, and that thing. This thing is fucking rebuilt, brand new. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it looks like it. Rebuilt brand new. What the fuck? They didn't say it smells like a... I think he's confused. They didn't say a homeless person died in there. They said it smells like a homeless person died in there, and that's you. You're the homeless person. You understand?
Then there's some
That's right, Papa Saccio.
woman that says she's related to me. With a I don't, you know. I block and delete all the bullshit. I'm keeping my RV, so I'm not selling it. So they try to say that some.
Get your glasses ready.
Oh,
it's
shit.
going
What
to
the
be.
fuck did... Oh man, what just happened? Hold on.
I block and delete, but he died in here. That's I'm keeping my RV, so I'm not selling it. So they try to say that somebody died in here. That's you know, waste of your time. I decided not to sell it. That's why I need $300 to get it running again.
Of course.
Right now I got $90 in the kitty, so I need $210. Yeah.
Of course he does. All right, guys, this was a fun show. I probably will come back on today. I don't know. Considering the way money's looking, and I'm not getting any, I might just skip it because I feel like I'll be doing a show for free, but we'll see. Thank you guys for being here. Have a good day. I'm out, and I'll see you later at some point, most likely. I love you all, and until next time, salute.